This is an up and close personal interview with one of the most disliked men in Australia. Now, you can agree or disagree with what Dan Andrews has said and done. I like to ask some questions. So, Dan, are you happy with your decisions?
I'm not making any comment about those matters unless and until a final report is handed down.
Oh, so you're refusing to answer. Well, Dan, how did you feel when there was threats made against you?
I said to your colleague, I'm not making any comments about those matters unless and until a final report's handed down.
During the protests?
For a third time, let me make it very clear to you that I'm not making any comments about these matters.
Oh, so, okay, Dan, are you sure you had the correct data?
You can construct as many questions in as many ways as you see fit. That's fine, that's your job. I will not be making any comments about these matters until a final report is made public.
So you're still refusing to answer my questions, Dan. When are you gonna just leave people alone, let them be, and really get a hold of things?
But until then, I will not be commenting on any of these matters or matters that are related to them. There'll be a time to talk about all of those matters, and that's when the final report is made public.
Hey, Dan, do you like a good barbecue with a nice fresh roll, side of potatoes, a great salad, couple drinks?
I'm not going to speak about any of these matters until a final report is handed down.
Hey, that wasn't at all to do with the usual potential propaganda. Do you think people were overreacting when they were to press Dan?
When it is finished, whenever that might be, I don't know when that will be, that's a matter for them, then we'll be able to have these discussions and many others. Let's wait for the final report. That's the appropriate time for us to talk about these matters. Until then, I will not be talking about them. I'm not speaking about these matters until a final report is released.
When other tragedies happened?
And until there's a final report, I'm not commenting on these matters.
Oh, you want to go around in circles? Okay, do you watch NASCAR, Dan?
At the end of the day, I'm not commenting on these matters until a final formal report, like the actual report, is released.
Okay, I'm gonna bare my teeth on this one. Alright, what do you think of the next series?
Completely frank with you, these are some of the most difficult decisions that I've ever made in 20 years in public life. And I've been blessed to have lots of different jobs, lots of different roles to play. These are really challenging decisions to make because the tolerance for getting it wrong is incredibly low.
Do you think we will go viral?
And what that means is that I will not do this faster than the science tells me to, because there's too much at stake.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
But you've got to get the numbers to a low level first.
So yeah, another serious question. What do you think of the concept of the next Christmas special?
I know it's frustrating, and I know that because all that work is going on, there is a legitimate question: well, why can't you announce everything today? And the answer is because it isn't ready, and it doesn't mean anywhere near as much as it will mean or be as certain as it will be on Sunday, because there is a program of work and that work isn't finished.
Hey, I may have said last question earlier, but how would you think this series will go once we do go viral?
It's grossly inappropriate for me to be talking about these matters before a final report has been tabled, has been produced.
Thank you for your time, Dan. I'll scare you all later.